I'm going to bring up a lady who is one of the most caring, loving, energetic, fun individuals I think I've ever met. You know? She's been in the medical field for 25 years. And it's weird because she looks 25. I'm like, even 25 years? Like, yeah, 25 years. And in her nursing field and her studies, she got a bit of an obsessiveness over dementia and helping people with that. And so for our first speaker, I'm going to bring up the dementia expert, Christi Ruth. Please come up. Yeah, it's yours. You can have it. Take it home. Muted? Yep. Yep. The button outside, you hold it down, it's muted. You got it?
No, I'm not technology.
It's all good. You want to, right here?
And that's then... what I have a 16-year-old. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you. So I'm going to start off. I have my notes here because I'm so nervous. I'm going to sit down here, and I'm going to start off by taking you guys on a journey with me. I'm not even going to qualify myself first because I want to get you guys to understand why I'm so passionate about what I do. And I'm going to try and talk, but I talk really loud anyway. So I want to take everyone on a journey to the year 2050. So we're going to go about 30 years out, okay? And I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. But what I'm going to do is we're going to divide the room, okay? We're going to divide the room like right here. So we have half of you over here. We have the other of you over here, okay? And so we're in the year 2050. And most of us are probably in this room are going to be somewhere around the 80-ish, you know, maybe a little younger for most of us. Some of us, not me. But anyways, just think about that for a minute, because think about where you plan to be at that time in your life. Where do you plan to be? Do you plan to be retired? Do you plan to be in Arizona? Do you plan to be having grandchildren, great-grandchildren? Do you plan to not be in a nursing home after COVID? Because what I'm going to tell you is going to probably shock you. So by the year 2050, so what research is showing is all of you over here on this side of the room, you guys are all going to have some form of dementia. Half of this room, okay? Now, everybody over here, don't get excited, because you're going to be changing their diapers, okay? Okay? So I just want to put that into perspective, because, you know, I heard that through all my training. And I remember the first time I heard that, and it shocked me. And what I do, and I'll do this as part of my qualifying myself here in a little bit, but I volunteer at the Alzheimer's Association. And I'm sitting in a room, and I don't know why I thought this, but I thought I was going to walk into like this university, even though I knew I was going to this very small strip mall building. And I expected to be in this room filled with people that were wanting to be educated on Alzheimer's and dementia. And I walked in, and there were 8 of us, and that included the people that worked for the Alzheimer's Association. And so they share this, and I'm looking around, and I'm like, wow. So this is just a lot of people that we have to educate and just get the word out there to know what's going on. And so right now, there is not a cure for Alzheimer's disease. I don't know if you know that. So, you know, I'm here tonight to motivate you. But what I, excuse me. So what I do want to do is I just want to, you know, kind of take you on this journey a little farther and let you know a little bit more about this. So, individuals that are at higher risk, if you don't know this already, are females. All of us women, we are all at higher risk. Men, you are actually the lowest risk. But before you get excited, it's because most of you probably won't live to be 85 or older. So as someone mentioned last night, they said, well, it's probably because they're like smothering us with the pillows, and so we hide the pillows. It's like, probably. So, but, and that is really the main reason why, because men typically don't live to be the age 85 or older, and that's why women typically are the ones that are going to be at higher risk, because age is our number one factor. Okay, the other one, military. How many veterans do I have in here? Because I'm a huge veteran supporter, so I just want to recognize all of you. Awesome, awesome. Yes, everybody clap. That's pretty amazing. So, huge veteran supporter. And one of the things why I'm a veteran supporter is my father was a veteran, my ex was a veteran, but because dementia is near and dear to me, our veterans are also at higher risk. Does anybody know why? Correct. Trauma, PTSD, absolutely. And so it is very important to me that my veterans are taken care of, because everything they have done for us, and if they are suffering through something like that, it's so unfortunate. It's unfortunate for anybody, but the other I want to talk about is my Hispanics and my African American friends. And the only reason they think that is because you guys are at higher risk of vascular disease. So there is a huge correlation to Alzheimer's disease and other dementias through vascular disease, cardiac disease, strokes, heart attacks, in addition to your PTSD and so forth. Football players, soccer players, hockey players, any of you, you're at higher risk because head injuries. Boxers, do we have any boxers in here? I love boxing, but I just don't think I'd want someone beating me in the head over and over. So, but, you know, those are the main reasons. The other thing I want to bring attention to is, gosh, you know, I've been doing this for so long, and times have changed so much just since I first started doing this. And I will tell you, over the last couple of years, I have seen more and more people that are early onset. And when I say early onset, I mean early onset. So it is not abnormal to see somebody in their early 40s to early 50s with a diagnosis of early Alzheimer's. Yeah, it's true. And the earliest age, the youngest age I have seen just in the last few years has been 37. So, I mean, just think about that. One of my very near and dear friends that I've recently just met within the last several months, her husband, military, diagnosed at the age of 50. And her kids, I mean, she still had a child that was in 8th grade. So I'm here to motivate you guys, but I want to really let you guys know, like, the impact of this, because what if I told you that I could change, like, we could change our minds? Would that excite you? You guys don't sound very excited. Well, we talked a little bit about the risk factors, age, family. If you have, you know, a family member, so forth, that has some form of dementia, a sibling, a parent, you're obviously at higher risk. I keep hitting my mouth with this, so somebody might want to sanitize it. Anyways, so I just want to think. So I'm going to give you some key tools here, okay? So I call them the 5 pillars of things that we can do tonight, and I'm going to share those with you here in a minute, okay? So what if you guys all decided, even if you just chose one, to start making a change tonight? You went out in the world and you decided, you know what, I want to be the change. And maybe you're sitting there thinking, oh, I'm not on a good road right now. Like, my chances, like, I'm a female, and I'm like, I'm all of them, you know, I have it in my family. So what if I gave you tools, and what if we went out and we made a change? And then, I live by the motto that I want to see change, but I can't sit back and wait for change. I have to be the change to make that happen. And that's what I plan to do. So what if we all went out, we made a change starting tonight, we all started, and we went and we shared those 5 pillars with other people. And then they went and they shared. So what happens 30 years down the road? We get to 20,050, and those numbers, all of you on this right side of the room, what if maybe instead of half, maybe it was like, I don't know, a third or a fourth instead? Wouldn't that be amazing? That'd be awesome. What a part of history to think. But we have to do that. We have to take the action. We have to do that. So now I'm going to qualify myself really quick before we go in this, and I'm going to really get you guys going here, okay? So there's a lot of stuff here to tell you about me. Really quick, so it has now been over 27 years that I've been in healthcare. And over that time, I have been blessed to directly and indirectly impact thousands of people's lives, whether it's been through personally caring for them, caring for their loved ones, just the stories I've heard. I got a book for Christmas last year for my boyfriend's daughter because I want to write a book because I have so many awesome stories up here. And I want to be able to share these. Actually, one of my Facebook memories popped up today and is one of my former residents. And she was being ornery that day. We were doing a fire drill, and the other resident refused to go because she didn't have her coat. I just have to tell you the story because it makes me laugh. And we were like, come on, there's a fire. We got to go. We're practicing the fire drill. And the other one's like, no, I'm getting my coat. I ain't going anywhere. And she's like, well, shit, she's going to burn. And she takes off running. I hadn't seen her move like that in 3 months. But I say that because that is what dementia is. If we can connect with them and we can engage. So just a little funny story. I have so many of those. I could be here all night telling you those stories. But anyways, so a little bit about me. Accomplishments, credits. I am the founder and owner of my very own dementia consulting, education, advocacy business. I have a lot in mind with that right now, and so that's what I'll tell you. I'm also a licensed nurse, a licensed Kansas assisted living operator. I am a certified patient advocate, a certified, I had to put them all on paper because it's a lot, a certified dementia practitioner with the nationally accredited dementia educators, certified Alzheimer's and dementia educator, with the National Institute for Dementia Education. I am also a community educator and support group facilitator with the Heart of America chapter at the Alzheimer's Association. I am a veteran New York COVID-19 frontline nurse, one of my greatest pleasures that I got to have. Again, a dementia business consultant. I am a Canaway CBD educator, assisting with as many non-pharmacological health and wellness approaches that I can. I'm very proud of that because I've looked long and hard, and that all has something to do around my dementia patients. And they're the only one in the physician desk reference. doTERRA essential oils educator, also assisting with non-essential or non-pharmacological health and wellness. Trained in the symphony of the cells and aroma technique using doTERRA essential oils. So, and I've just begun. I have a lot more still to do. But you know what? One of the greatest thing is I'm going to share with you guys tonight, just a little, I'm going to give you a little secret here ahead of the time. One of the things that keeps us from being at higher risk is learning. Higher education is a huge thing, and I can't get enough education. So I'm excited to at least have one thing on my side right now. So before I get us going a little bit more, I want to share with you my mission and why I'm here with you guys tonight, because there's really this only one reason why I'm here with you tonight, and that's this mission that I live by. I want to be the change through awareness, education, understanding globally about Alzheimer's disease and dementia. I want to share about prevention, early diagnosis, non-pharmacological treatments and interventions when appropriate to protect my license, resources, advocacy, support, and care. All this to maintain the well-being and dignity of people living with dementia while promoting the philosophy and practice of living and having success every day with ADLs, activities of daily living. That would be like dressing, bathing, while reducing the stigma, improving the care in facilities and the care homes. Right now with COVID happening, it's so scary because there's so many things that can be happening. For those living with dementia, and to ensure that they are receiving a person-centered care and that they are able to continue to participate and contribute to their communities through participation in purposeful activities. We all succeed when we have a purpose, don't we? Yeah, I'm more motivated. that they are treated with compassion, dignity, and have a sense of hope through the entire disease process. So that's why I'm here with you guys tonight, to share with you. And I am excited to help you guys be a part of history, because I'm going to teach you tonight how we can do that, okay? So are you guys ready? Okay. So, awesome. So tonight, my goal is to help you realize, come again? Awesome, sweet. Okay, we're gonna fast forward this. I like to talk. 5 pillars. So I'm gonna empower you, teach you that you can change your mind through these outcomes. We can have a change in our outcomes. We truly can change the way our mind is if we just change some key things, right? So who here, live stream, I forgot it, I didn't forget about you, but I forgot to actually say it. Who here knows somebody that's fighting a disease or has lost the battle to disease? Look around. That is amazing. Not amazing, but like we all, it used to be that cancer was the one. We all still know somebody with cancer. Now it's pretty much some form of Alzheimer's and disease. So I'm not going to go into the differences of Alzheimer's and disease and dementia, because if you don't know, that's a whole nother subject and a whole nother workshop that I do. So we're going to jump into these 5 pillars. Okay, so I have an acronym for you guys. And because it's an election year, I had to come up with one to help us remember that this happened during election year, so you'll never forget me. Senate, all right? It's not very creative, but it's like election year. I was like, okay, it's better than nothing. So we have Senate. So first one, Senate, S. S. Everybody say S. All right. What was the acronym? All right, because we're going to remember this. So sleep. Sleeping and self-care. Does everybody have paper? Because we're going to write this down, because you guys are going to go into action tonight as soon as you leave. Sleep. 1 night of sleep, loss of sleep, can totally set you back. Sleep is so essential. So essential. So when we're not sleeping, our brain is not able to get rid of the toxins. We have to be sleeping to do that. So make sure you're getting your sleep. And I'll tell you, I'm the worst one about that. But so make sure you're getting your sleep. And then the next one that I want to talk to you about is, first of all, what was the first one? All right, awesome. So then we go to E. So E is exercise. We can exercise not just physically, but we can also exercise mentally, right? And that is so important. And I made a little note that Alan mentioned. Alan said, something you know you don't know, right? So I want to inspire you guys and to find something that you already know that you don't know, whether it's a foreign language or something, a new trait, a new hobby, and maybe it's playing the guitar. I don't know. Maybe it's baking. You look like you might want to learn to bake. Yeah, baking, yeah. You can win a woman's heart with baking. So I encourage you guys, like find something new. Using your hands, believe it or not, that is a huge thing, because what we're doing when we're using our hands, when we're learning new things, is we are creating neuroplasticity. Does anybody know what neuroplasticity is? That's a big medical term. Okay, yes, neuroplasticity is when we can modify the connections and we can actually rewire our brain, right? Right. So learning new skills. Next one is nutrition. I'm finishing up here because they're pushing me to finish up. Nutrition. So I want you guys to think about nutrition. So legumes, fruits, vegetables, those types of things. That's easy, right? We can do that, right? So you're going to walk out of here and you're going to stop eating French fries and stop all that yummy, fat, fried food. And we're going to do that because these are the things that are going to help you live a quality of life, right? Okay. Included in that is, your other supplements, your CBD oils that replaces, those that we are missing. Also, omega-3 fats. So, there's some other things there. We can talk more after if you have questions. Your attitude is the hugest thing for me. Huge attitude. We're all human and we are all made to be social creatures. So we were not made to be isolated, right? And neither were our brains. So we need to be engaged. Join a club, ACA. And sorry, that was my plug. I want everyone, I think they encourage you to sit with people you don't know. So make new friends. Make new friends, because the more friends we have, that also reduces happiness, laughter. Those are all natural, and they're also contagious, right? Okay, and then I think that's it that I have. Yes, awesome. So, okay, so that is it. What is our word, our acronym? Senate. Awesome. And so how many of you guys are going to go out and actually do something tonight or starting tomorrow to make a change? We don't have to wait for a New Year's resolution. I don't believe in New Year's resolutions anyways. Most of the time we don't do it. So I don't know about you, but I want to live better. So I am grateful to be here tonight, grateful to share. God bless. Thank you. And I look forward to talking with you guys more.